Over 60% of modified cars on the road are illegal, and their owners have no idea. After tracking thousands of impounded vehicles and police citations nationwide, I'm revealing 15 modifications that could get you arrested, fined over $10,000, or land you with a criminal record. The modification at number 1 is responsible for more impounds than any other, violates federal law, and could cost you $250,000 in EPA fines. Are you ready for this? Let's dive right in. Number 15, tinted headlights and taillights. You've seen them everywhere. Those sleek, murdered-out BMWs with blacked-out headlights that look absolutely menacing rolling through your neighborhood. Here's the problem. In most states, any tint or covering that reduces light output below legal standards is completely illegal. We're talking about visibility requirements that exist for a very specific reason: your safety and everyone else's. And if you're in an accident with illegal lights, your insurance company can deny your claim entirely. They'll argue you were operating an unsafe vehicle that didn't meet federal motor vehicle safety standards. Suddenly, that $80 tint film job just cost you a $15,000 accident claim. But headlight tint is child's play compared to what's coming next. This one gets cars impounded on site and has neighbors calling the cops constantly. Number 14. Excessively loud exhaust systems. Your straight-piped Subaru sounds amazing to you. To everyone else, it's a neighborhood nightmare that ruins their morning coffee and wakes up their kids. And to the police, it's an easy ticket and a quick revenue generator. Most states have strict decibel limits, usually between 85 and 95 decibels when measured from 50 feet away. In California, the fine starts at $1,000 for a first offense. Get caught multiple times and it jumps to $2,500, then $5,000. New York and several other states can impound your vehicle on the spot until you prove it's been fixed with receipts and a reinspection. A college kid in Texas got hit with a $2,500 fine after neighbors complained for months about his straight-piped Mustang waking up the entire block at 6 a.m. The judge wasn't amused and made him watch a video about noise pollution in court. Even worse, if your exhaust modification removes emissions equipment like catalytic converters or resonators, you're now violating federal EPA laws on top of state noise ordinances. We'll get to that nightmare shortly, but just know you're doubling down on illegal modifications. Quick reminder, if you're enjoying this, hit that subscribe button now. Number 13. Underglow and neon lights. Those glowing neon tubes under your car look straight out of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. They're also illegal in most places, especially if they're flashing or displaying the wrong colors. And yes, cops know exactly what to look for. Red and blue underglow? Absolutely banned everywhere in the United States because those colors are specifically reserved for emergency vehicles. Flashing lights of any color? Also illegal in most states because they're considered distracting to other drivers and can cause accidents. Even static white or purple underglow can get you pulled over depending on your state laws. A driver in Nevada got a $500 ticket and a stern warning that if he was caught again with his underglow turned on while driving, his car would be towed immediately. The officer specifically said, imitation of emergency vehicle lighting is taken extremely seriously by their department. Really seriously, as in, they'll throw the book at you. Before you install that RGB underglow kit you saw on Amazon for $89, check your local laws carefully. Read your state vehicle code. Call your local police non-emergency line and ask. Because what's waiting at number 12 involves way bigger fines and affects way more people every single day. Number 12, window tint too dark. This one catches more people than almost anything else on this list. Every single state has window tint laws, and they're all frustratingly different. Some states allow 35% visible light transmission on front side windows. Others require 70%. And the windshield? Most states only allow tint on the very top strip, usually the top 4 to 6 inches, called the AS1 line. Roll up to an inspection station or a police checkpoint with illegal tint and you're getting a ticket instantly. No warnings, no second chances. In New York, that's $150 for the first offense. In Virginia, they can slap you with a $96 fine plus mandatory removal before you can legally drive the vehicle again. Some states make you drive straight to a shop and provide proof of removal within 24 hours. And here's the real kicker that nobody thinks about. If you're in an accident and your tint is measured and found to be illegal, your insurance company can use that as legal grounds to deny coverage entirely. They'll argue you were knowingly operating an illegally modified vehicle. Suddenly, your cheap tint job that you got from your cousin's shop just cost you tens of thousands in accident damages you now have to pay out of pocket. Illegal tint seems harmless, but the financial consequences are real. The next modification, though, can cost you over $4,000 in fines from a single violation. Number 11. Removing emissions equipment. This is where things get seriously federal. Your catalytic converter isn't just there to make your car boring and rob you of 5 horsepower. It's required by federal law under the Clean Air Act of 1970. Remove it, gut it, hollow it out, or install a so-called test pipe, and you're committing a federal crime. Not a misdemeanor, a federal crime. The EPA doesn't mess around with emissions violations. Fines start at $2,500 for individual vehicle owners and can skyrocket to $25,000 or more for shops that knowingly install or sell these parts. Some states add their own penalties on top of federal fines, effectively doubling or tripling what you owe. A guy in Pennsylvania thought he'd gain 15 horsepower and better throttle response by deleting his catalytic converter. He did gain that power. He also immediately failed his state inspection 2 months later, got flagged by the DMV's emissions violation database, and ended up paying $3,800 in combined federal and state fines, plus another $1,200 to purchase and reinstall a brand new OEM catalytic converter because the old one was long gone. Your car might feel slightly faster without emissions equipment, but your bank account will feel catastrophically lighter when the fines hit your mailbox. And what's coming next could get you arrested on the spot and your car impounded for 30 days. Number 10. Nitrous oxide systems, improperly installed. Nitrous itself isn't illegal to own or install, but how you use it, where you use it, and whether it's active on public roads absolutely can land you in jail. Most states require that your nitrous system be properly labeled with warning stickers, not connected or armed while driving on public roads, or only activated at sanctioned racing events like drag strips with proper safety equipment and tech inspection. Get caught street racing with an active nitrous setup? That's reckless driving at minimum, possible felony charges depending on speed, vehicle impound for 30 days, and in some states like California, Arizona, and Virginia, it can be charged as reckless endangerment, which carries potential jail time. 3 weeks ago, a college student got his Honda Civic impounded after doing a highway pull with nitrous fully engaged. A state trooper clocked him at 110 miles per hour in a 65 zone. The nitrous system, clearly visible and connected, was the final nail in his coffin. His car sat in impound for 30 days minimum. Impound fees at $60 per day? That's $1,800. Court fines and reckless driving penalties? Another $2,200. License suspended for 6 months. Insurance rates tripled when he finally got it back. Now hear this, even if you never touch nitrous or race anyone, the next modification is sitting on thousands of cars right now, and cops know exactly what to look for and will pull you over specifically for it. Number 9. Radar detectors and laser jammers. Radar detectors are legal in most states for passenger vehicles. Laser jammers? Absolutely not legal anywhere. Jamming police radar or LiDAR equipment is a federal offense under the Communications Act of 1934, the same law that makes it illegal to jam cell phone signals or emergency broadcasts. Get caught with a laser jammer actively installed and operating, and you're facing fines starting at $1,000 minimum, possible equipment seizure on the spot, and in extreme cases, actual criminal charges that go on your record permanently. In Virginia and Washington, D.C., even basic radar detectors are completely illegal to use or possess in a vehicle. A driver in Minnesota got pulled over doing 95 in a 65 zone on the interstate. Standard speeding ticket, right? Wrong. The officer noticed a laser jammer unit mounted on his front grille during the stop. That turned a $200 speeding ticket into a $3,500 federal fine, plus immediate confiscation of the jammer and a court date. The judge made an example out of him in court, saying that interfering with law enforcement equipment is taken as seriously as assaulting an officer. Radar detectors might help you avoid speeding tickets in most states, but jammers will absolutely guarantee you get the worst ticket of your life and possibly a criminal record. Don't even think about it. Fresh tickets are one thing, but what's coming next can mean losing your license permanently and being banned from registering any vehicle in your state. Number 8. Lifted trucks beyond legal height. Your lifted F-250 on 37-inch tires looks absolutely tough and dominates every parking lot. It's also probably illegal under bumper height regulations. Every state has maximum bumper height laws based on vehicle classification and weight. For trucks, it's usually 22 to 24 inches for the front bumper and 24 to 26 inches for the rear, depending on your truck's gross vehicle weight rating. Lift your truck beyond those legal limits and you're illegal, period. No exceptions. Why do these laws exist? Because in a collision, your lifted bumper goes completely over the other car's bumper and directly into their windshield or passenger compartment. It's a safety nightmare that turns minor accidents into fatalities. In Texas, cops are aggressively cracking down on squatted trucks and excessively lifted trucks with fines up to $500 per violation. Get caught twice? That's $1,000 plus potential impound if you don't fix it immediately. And if you thought lifted trucks attracted police attention, the next one makes your car a rolling target for every cop on the highway and every automated license plate reader in the city. Number 7. License plate covers and obscured plates. Those smoked license plate covers look sleek and match your blacked out aesthetic perfectly. They're also super illegal in all 50 states without exception. Any cover, tint, frame, or obstruction that makes your plate harder to read or photograph violates federal and state laws designed to ensure plates are visible at all times. Cops use automated license plate readers constantly now. Every patrol car has cameras that scan hundreds of plates per minute looking for warrants, stolen vehicles, and registration violations. If your plate is obscured by tint, a cover, or deliberately bent, you're getting pulled over immediately. Period. No questions asked. A friend of mine got a $120 ticket in Georgia just for having a lightly tinted plate cover that he thought looked cool. The officer didn't even pull him over for speeding or any other violation. He was sitting at a red light and the cop behind him ran the plate automatically. It came back unreadable to the system. Instant ticket right there at the intersection. Your license plate needs to be completely visible, unobstructed, clean, and properly mounted with both factory mounting holes used. Anything else is asking for trouble and guaranteed tickets. But plate covers are nothing compared to the actual federal crime waiting at number 6 that people do without even realizing it's illegal. Number 6. HID or LED, headlights in halogen housings. Swapping your dim halogen bulbs for bright HIDs or LEDs seems like a cheap upgrade that makes night driving safer. It's also blinding every single oncoming driver and completely illegal under federal motor vehicle lighting standards. Headlight housings are specifically engineered and designed for specific bulb types. Halogen housings with HID or LED bulbs bulbs scatter light everywhere instead of focusing it on the road. This blinds oncoming traffic, fails to properly illuminate your path, and creates dangerous driving conditions for everyone around you. That's exactly why they're illegal, unless you also upgrade to proper projector housings specifically designed for HID or LED bulbs with correct beam patterns and cutoff shields. In most states, improper headlight modifications are equipment violations. Fines range from $100 to $300 depending on the state, and you'll absolutely fail your safety inspection. No shop will pass you with illegal headlights. Upgrade your headlight bulbs if you want better visibility, but do it right with proper projector housings, correct bulb types, and professional aiming, or pay the price later when you cause an accident or get pulled over constantly. And speaking of paying the price, what's coming up next has sent people to actual prison for years. Number 5. Removed or modified VIN numbers. Your vehicle identification number is sacred under federal law. It's how your car is tracked, titled, registered, insured, and identified in every database nationwide. Remove it, alter it, deface it, or install a VIN plate from another vehicle, and you've just committed a serious federal felony under U.S. Code Title 18. This isn't about making your car look cool or hiding minor damage history. This is about vehicle theft, insurance fraud, title washing, and serious organized criminal activity. Even if you didn't personally steal the car, altering a VIN in any way is automatic grounds for arrest, vehicle seizure, and federal prosecution. The FBI and state police investigate VIN fraud extremely aggressively. Get caught and you're looking at felony charges, permanent vehicle seizure and crushing, and potential federal prison time of up to 5 years. One case in Arizona involved a guy who swapped VIN plates between 2 wrecked cars to get one titled and registered. He thought he was being clever and saving money. He got 3 years in federal prison and a $50,000 fine. Don't touch your VIN ever. Don't obscure it with stickers. Don't file it down. Don't even think about it. Federal law enforcement does not play games with VIN tampering. But even worse than VIN tampering is the modification at number 4 that's specifically targeting teenagers and young drivers nationwide with aggressive enforcement. Number 4, stanced cars with extreme camber. Your slammed Civic with minus 15 degrees of camber might win trophies at local car shows. It's also objectively dangerous and illegal in most places under unsafe vehicle operation laws. Extreme negative camber reduces your tire contact patch to almost nothing, absolutely destroys handling and braking ability, and makes your car genuinely unsafe at any speed above 35 miles per hour. Several states have started aggressively enforcing laws against excessive camber and extreme lowering. If your car is so low it scrapes over speed bumps, or if your wheels stick out beyond the fenders spraying water and debris, you're operating illegally and will fail inspection. Even worse, if you're in any accident with illegal suspension modifications, your insurance company will deny coverage completely. That BMW you spent $8,000 stancing with air suspension and custom arms? You're paying for all accident damages yourself when you inevitably wreck it because it handles like a shopping cart. Stance culture is fun at shows and meets, but keep it legal and safe, or keep it trailered and off public streets entirely. And the next one isn't just about fines anymore. This is about criminal records and potential jail time for what seems like a harmless joke. Number 3, fake badges and emblems. Impersonating emergency vehicles. Slapping a police badge decal on your car as a prank? Not funny. Not legal. Not even remotely close to acceptable under impersonation laws. Impersonating a law enforcement vehicle is a serious serious criminal offense in all 50 states. It doesn't matter if you're just trying to look cool, trolling your friends, or making a YouTube video. Get caught and you're facing criminal charges for impersonating an officer, which can include fines exceeding $5,000 and actual jail time up to 1 year. A teenager in Michigan put fake police interceptor badges on his Crown Victoria thinking it was hilarious. He got pulled over by an actual police officer who was absolutely not amused at all. Arrested on the spot, handcuffed, taken to the station, charged with impersonating a peace officer. His car was impounded immediately, and he ended up with 18 months probation, 200 hours community service, and a permanent criminal record. Even fake firefighter, EMT, or paramedic emblems can land you in serious legal trouble under emergency vehicle impersonation statutes. Don't do it, not even as a joke. Law enforcement takes this extremely seriously. But if you thought fake badges were bad, number 2 is the single most impounded modification in America right now, according to state police data. Number 2, straight pipe with no cats, combined violation. We already talked about loud exhaust systems and emissions equipment deletions separately. Combine them together and you've created the absolute perfect storm for total legal destruction and financial ruin. A straight pipe exhaust with no catalytic converter is illegal under federal EPA law. Illegal in every single state, fails every emissions and safety inspection, and absolutely guarantees you'll get pulled over constantly. It's insanely loud, it pollutes massively, and it screams to every cop within 2 miles, "I don't care about laws or other people." In California alone, the combined fines for emissions tampering and excessive noise violations can exceed $8,000 for a single vehicle. Add in impound fees if you're caught street racing, doing burnouts, or just driving aggressively, and you're looking at $12,000 total or more. Your straight pipe might sound absolutely incredible at 7,000 RPM, but it's complete financial suicide and guaranteed legal problems. And now, the #1 modification that gets more cars impounded, more fines issued, and more people in serious trouble than anything else on this entire list. Number 1, illegal turbo and supercharger installations. No CARB approval. Forced induction is incredible for performance. It's also heavily regulated by both federal EPA and state environmental agencies. In states like California, any turbo or supercharger kit must have a CARB executive order number, proving it meets strict emission standards. No EO number clearly visible on the parts. Illegal. Automatic fail. No exceptions. Get caught with an illegal turbo or supercharger setup during inspection or a traffic stop, and you're facing fines starting at $1,000 minimum. Fail your emissions inspection? You literally cannot register your car or renew your tags until the illegal parts are completely removed or replaced with a CARB legal kit. But the real nightmare scenario is when you combine an illegal turbo installation with deleted emissions equipment like catalytic converters, EGR valves, or oxygen sensors. Now you're violating federal EPA Clean Air Act regulations, state environmental laws, and local air quality ordinances all at the exact same time. It's a triple threat of legal destruction. A performance tuner shop in Texas got raided by EPA investigators for installing illegal turbo kits on diesel trucks and deleting emissions equipment. The shop owner faced over $250,000 in federal fines and penalties. The shop was permanently shut down. Some customers got hit with individual fines exceeding $5,000 each for operating illegally modified vehicles. Several trucks were impounded by federal marshals until they were completely returned to factory stock configuration at the owner's expense. Even if you're not in California with its strict CARB laws, EPA regulations apply nationwide to all 50 states. Your turbo or supercharger setup absolutely needs to be emissions legal and properly certified, or you're gambling with serious money and possible federal criminal charges. The performance gains might be totally worth it on a track-only car. But on a street car, the legal risks far outweigh any horsepower gains. If you learned even one new thing today, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more real-world car advice that actually matters. There's a video on your screen right now that'll save you even more money and stress under the hood. Click it now on the left, and I'll meet you there.